So this is not the video I had planned on doing today, but it is something that's been on my mind a lot lately, and it kind of overlaps a lot of the videos that we've been talking about as far as like runaway technology in cars. The video I had planned on doing today was on cylinder balance testing. You know, a nice fundamental how-to, right? Basic stuff, good things. But as I'm preparing to shoot that video, I had a technological gremlin popped up, one of many. And what's becoming obvious to me at this point is that whole planned obsolescence thing, the overcomplication, the over-tech built into like literally everything we touch these days, well, the time that these items are lasting is getting shorter and shorter. They're becoming more and more complicated, and the gap between failure, or actually just like the overall life of these things, is becoming shorter and shorter and shorter. It's like the technological war on humans, and you know what? We're losing. We've all sleptwalked right into this thing. So here's what happened. I come in, I start gathering parts and putting them on the trunk of the car there, and so I need a vehicle to demonstrate an actual, you know, cylinder balance test. So I'm going to pull the Jeep up. I walk over to the garage door, walk over to the garage door opener, and I push the button, and nothing. Okay, yeah, she's dead. System's only a year and a half old, right? What could possibly be wrong with it? I look real quick, I see if everything's connected, any type of obstructions, anything that might be keeping this door from opening. Not, it's all normal. So I come over and I look at it even closer, and I see this. Hardware failure, error code 2-2, see user manual. Okay, so what is code dash 2.2? 2-2. It's a logic board failure. Okay, the garage door opener, right? The garage door opener, that thing up there, see it? Okay, that has a logic board. A logic board. Why? Why does my garage door opener need to have logic? Now, they've been making garage door openers since like the 1920s and 1930s. This is not a new innovative thing. They've made electric garage door openers forever. There was no logic ever involved in them, and I can't ever remember anybody complaining about, oh, my garage door isn't smart enough for me. I need to make it even more intelligent. What can I do? No, we went for like almost 100 years of electric garage door openers, and nobody ever saying it's not smart enough, it's not logical enough. Somewhere along the line, they started adding logic. And keep in mind, this garage door opener doesn't even have a remote. Yeah, I actually have to like push buttons. There's a box outside, and you can put a code in to open it up. There's no remote for this thing. Why does my electric garage door opener have a logic board? And what made this logic board fail? This is everything. I have the same thing going on with the air conditioner inside. All right, so now we've had air conditioning for over 100 years. Window units have functioned decade after decade, never gave a lick of trouble, okay? But now I've got the one that's in there, and like every 3 weeks, something else goes wrong with it. It has all sorts of programmable remote features. I don't want programmable remote features. I just want to hit the button and have the air turn on. That's it. It's simple. It's beyond my ability to service it. Well, I mean, because the landlord, it's his, unit. He's the one who installed it, and he keeps sending people over, and I feel bad about it. But he keeps sending people over to fix it, and they fix it. It lasts for a little while, and it goes away again. This is in everything. So, at my house, I have a dishwasher. Now I'm on my third dishwasher in like 4 years. You get 6 months out of a dishwasher, a year out of a dishwasher. Now they just installed one, I don't know, I guess it was 2 months ago. Already, the buttons are starting to fail. You hit the button and there's no action, nothing happens. You have to open the door, close the door, hold the button, and then it'll eventually pop on when it decides to. Why? We've had dishwashers forever. Why all of a sudden am I only getting a couple of few years, and in this case, just a couple of few weeks before this failure of a new dishwasher? Coffee pots. I've gone through, coffee makers, automatic coffee makers, at the house. I've gone through like 4 of them in like the last 5 years. Coffee makers used to last forever. We used to use a percolator, with just an automatic warmer. And it would sit there all day long until it was empty, and but it was fine, never a problem with them. Eventually, after years of use, the heating element goes away, and you go get another one. Well, no such thing like that anymore. Now they've made them so. I've been through 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm on my 4th right. No, I was on my 4th one, and now I've decided to go back in time, and I got a stovetop percolator. You actually have to turn the heat off when you're done with it, right? But the point is, it's failure proof. No aggravation. And it's not that I'm being a technophobe here. But the point is, these things are lasting shorter. Their lifespans are shorter and shorter and shorter. And their serviceability is less and less and less until it's completely disposable. And this is an epidemic across everything. Smart refrigerators, and please, if they could put a computer into something, if they could make it more complicated than it has to be, they will find a way to do it. And if they could shorten the life and make it less serviceable, they will find a way to do that too. This is crazy stuff. I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know you guys know all about it. But I'm trying to make you aware that it's becoming worse, right? We're losing the war against technology. So, logic board failure. It says I have to replace the logic board on this thing, which is up there. All right. I don't need a logic board, okay? I don't need an electric garage door opener. I have, look at this. Look, I have a rope, okay? I have a rope. And this is my garage door closer. I'll use my back to open it, and I'll use my rope to close it, because I am not going to deal with this stuff anymore. I got the door open this morning, so it goes all the way up, and then I realized, hey, wait a minute, I have no way to close it, because we just added the rope. The rope wasn't on here, we just added the rope. So now I got the garage door all the way up there, okay? And I had no way to close it because I didn't have a ladder tall enough. So I actually had to call somebody in with a ladder to get up there and help me pull it down so we can get a rope on it. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's everywhere. And we, as a people, have stepped into this trap. I don't know, is it intentional? Is there a cabal of people rubbing their hands together, we got them now, right? Is that the case, or is it just everything being passed to the lowest bidder and just nobody caring if things last for any amount of time? I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't make any difference. The point is, be aware of these things. Right? Avoid them at all possible cost. If there's an analog alternative, go with it. And that has to do with your car, your coffee maker, your garage door opener, your dishwasher, anything. If there's an analog alternative, that's the place to go. Crazy stuff. All right, so tomorrow I'll do the video that I had intended to do today. I just needed to vent. I needed to get this off my chest. And like I said, this just falls in line with everything else. It's like cascading technological failure everywhere you look. Crazy stuff, right? I'll see you tomorrow.